Every year, millions of people dream of leaving everything behind. To start a new life in a country that seems almost too perfect to be real. A place where breathtaking fjords stretch for hundreds of kilometers. Snow-covered mountains rise above crystal-clear lakes. Tiny fishing villages exist beneath the Arctic sky. And nature becomes part of everyday life. This is Norway. Welcome to Classified Earth. Far above the Arctic Circle, where towering mountains rise directly from the sea, lies one of the most extraordinary landscapes on Earth, the Lofoten Islands. Stretching across Norway's northern coastline, this spectacular archipelago is a place where nature appears almost untouched by time. Jagged granite peaks soar above crystal-clear fjords. White sandy beaches meet emerald waters. And colorful fishing villages quietly cling to the rugged coastline. Many travelers believe the Lofoten Islands represent the very soul of Norway. A place where breathtaking beauty exists in every direction. Our journey begins in the village of Rain, often described as one of the most beautiful villages in the world. Tiny red fishermen's cabins, known as råbur, stand peacefully beside calm turquoise water, while enormous mountains rise dramatically behind them. For centuries, local fishermen have lived and worked here, harvesting the rich waters surrounding the islands. Today, Raina remains one of Norway's most photographed destinations. Every sunrise paints the mountains with golden light. Every sunset transforms the fjord into a perfect mirror. It is difficult to imagine a more peaceful place on Earth. High above the village lies the most famous viewpoint in all of Lofoten, Reinebringen. After climbing hundreds of stone steps carved into the mountainside, visitors are rewarded with one of Europe's greatest panoramas. From the summit, the entire village of Rain unfolds beneath you. Countless tiny islands scatter across the Norwegian Sea, while winding fjords disappear between towering mountains in every direction. Just a few minutes away lies another iconic location, Hamnøy. This tiny fishing village has become famous around the world for its traditional red cabins, standing beside crystal-clear water beneath dramatic mountain peaks. During winter, fresh snow blankets the surrounding mountains. In summer, endless daylight illuminates the colorful harbor. Photographers often travel thousands of kilometers simply to capture this breathtaking landscape. Nearby stands one of Lofoten's most charming villages, Sakrisøy. Unlike the familiar red cabins found throughout Norway, Sakrisøy is famous for its distinctive bright yellow fishermen's houses. Surrounded by calm water and spectacular mountain scenery, the village offers another glimpse into traditional Arctic life. Further north lies Henningsvær, often called the Venice of Lofoten. Built across several small islands connected by elegant bridges, Henningsvær combines traditional fishing culture with modern cafes, galleries, and seafood restaurants. The village is also home to one of the world's most extraordinary football stadiums. Built on a tiny rocky island completely surrounded by the sea. With mountains rising in every direction, it is widely considered one of the most beautiful football pitches on Earth. Hidden within a quiet fjord lies Nærøyfjord. One of Norway's oldest and best preserved fishing villages. Its traditional wooden buildings, historic harbor, and peaceful atmosphere offer visitors the chance to experience Norway almost exactly as it existed centuries ago. Recognized as one of the country's most important cultural heritage sites, Nærøyfjord preserves the rich history of Arctic fishing communities that helped shape modern Norway. Perhaps the greatest surprise awaiting visitors to Lofoten is its beaches. Aurland Beach appears almost tropical. Soft white sand meets brilliant turquoise water, while towering mountains surround the coastline on every side. Despite its Arctic location, the water often becomes remarkably clear during summer. Creating one of Norway's most spectacular coastal landscapes. It is difficult to believe such scenery exists above the Arctic Circle. Just beyond Aurland lies another breathtaking coastline, Utterkleiv Beach. Famous for its smooth granite rocks, dramatic ocean views, and unforgettable sunsets. Photographers consider this one of the finest locations in all of Scandinavia for capturing the midnight sun and the northern lights. Yet its beauty remains constant throughout the year. Long before tourism arrived, life in Lofoten revolved around the sea. Every winter, millions of Atlantic cod migrate toward these islands, creating one of the world's largest seasonal fisheries. For generations, local fishermen have dried cod naturally, using enormous wooden drying racks that still stand across the islands today. Known as stockfish, this traditional method of preservation has supported local communities for centuries and remains one of Norway's most famous exports. Even today, fishing continues to shape everyday life throughout Lofoten. Some places are beautiful. Others seem almost impossible. Hidden deep within western Norway lies one of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth, Geirangerfjord. A place where towering cliffs rise dramatically from crystal-clear emerald water, where enormous waterfalls plunge hundreds of meters into the peaceful fjord below. And where every turn reveals scenery that looks more like a fantasy than reality. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Geirangerfjord is often considered the most beautiful fjord in all of Norway. Its breathtaking beauty was not created overnight. Millions of years ago, enormous glaciers slowly carved their way through solid mountains, leaving behind this spectacular valley before eventually filling it with seawater. The result is one of the world's most extraordinary natural masterpieces. Every summer, visitors from across the globe arrive aboard cruise ships that quietly glide through the Nærøyfjord. As the mountains grow taller around them, the outside world slowly disappears. Only the sound of rushing waterfalls and distant birds echoes across the valley. One of the greatest wonders here is the legendary Seven Sisters waterfall. 7 graceful streams flow side by side down the steep mountainside, creating one of Norway's most iconic natural landmarks. According to local legend, the 7 waterfalls represent 7 sisters dancing together, while the neighboring waterfall, known as the Suter, forever watches from across the fjord. Whether viewed from the water below or from one of the spectacular mountain viewpoints above, the scenery is unforgettable. Tiny red farms cling to impossibly steep mountainsides. Roads twist through towering cliffs, and waterfalls appear around almost every corner. During sunrise, golden light slowly illuminates the surrounding peaks. By evening, the entire fjord reflects the colors of the sky like a giant natural mirror. Every season transforms Geirangerfjord into something completely different. Lush green mountains dominate the landscape during summer. While winter covers the surrounding peaks with thick snow. creating a silent, frozen paradise unlike anywhere else in Europe. Standing here, it becomes easy to understand why millions of travelers consider Geirangerfjord one of the greatest natural wonders on Earth. It is not simply Norway's most famous fjord. It is one of nature's finest masterpieces. But this is only the beginning, because hidden deeper within Norway lies another breathtaking fjord where towering cliffs stand so close together that the landscape feels almost untouched by time. Our journey now continues to the magnificent Nærøyfjord. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Nærøyfjord stretches for nearly 18 kilometers, while at its narrowest point, the towering mountains stand only around 250 meters apart. Here, nature feels almost untouched. Massive cliffs rise more than 1,700 meters straight from the calm water below, creating an overwhelming sense of scale that few places on Earth can match. As boats quietly glide through the fjord, the outside world slowly disappears, and every kilometer reveals another breathtaking scene. Unlike many famous tourist destinations, Nærøyfjord remains remarkably peaceful. There are no towering cities, no highways, no crowded skylines, only waterfalls, ancient mountains, crystal clear water, and tiny villages that seem frozen in time. During spring and early summer, countless waterfalls appear across the surrounding cliffs. Melting snow from the mountains above creates hundreds of temporary streams that rush dramatically into the fjord below. Some waterfalls fall hundreds of meters before disappearing into the emerald water, filling the valley with the constant sound of flowing water. Every reflection becomes perfectly visible, and every mountain feels even more enormous. Scattered along the shoreline are tiny farms and isolated villages where generations of families have lived for centuries. Gudvangen, located at the southern end of the fjord, serves as the gateway to this remarkable landscape. Surrounded by towering mountains on every side, the village offers visitors a glimpse into traditional Norwegian life while providing access to one of the country's most spectacular waterways. Not far away lies Bakka, a tiny village famous for its beautiful white church standing peacefully beside the fjord. With only a handful of houses surrounded by waterfalls and mountains, Bakke perfectly represents the quiet charm of rural Norway. Few places in Europe feel this remote. High above the fjord, narrow mountain roads wind their way through the cliffs that seem almost impossible to reach. During winter, snow blankets the mountains, while frozen waterfalls hang dramatically from the cliffs. Then, with the arrival of spring, nature awakens once again as countless waterfalls return to life. Every season creates a completely different version of Nærøyfjord. Our journey now continues to the mighty Sognefjord. Stretching more than 200 kilometers inland from the Norwegian Sea, Sognefjord is the longest and deepest fjord in all of Norway. Above it, mountains rise more than 1,700 meters into the sky. Few places on Earth display nature on such an enormous scale. Unlike many fjords that can be explored within a few hours, Sognefjord feels like an entire world of its own. Tiny villages rest quietly along the shoreline. For centuries, Sognefjord has served as one of Norway's most important waterways. Even today, ferries continue carrying both locals and visitors through one of Europe's greatest natural landscapes. One of the most beautiful villages along the fjord is Balestrand. Surrounded by majestic mountains and peaceful orchards, this charming settlement has inspired painters, writers, and travelers for generations. Its colorful wooden houses reflect perfectly across the calm water, while fruit farms flourish beneath the surrounding cliffs. The peaceful atmosphere makes Balestrand one of Norway's hidden treasures. Further along, the fjord lies Fjellland. Small bookstores fill historic wooden buildings, while glaciers descend dramatically from the mountains surrounding the village. Just beyond Fjellland rises one of Europe's largest glaciers, Jostedalsbreen. Its enormous rivers of ice continue slowly shaping the landscape exactly as they have for thousands of years. Visitors can walk beside the glacier or even join guided ice hikes across its frozen surface. It is one of Norway's greatest natural wonders. Hidden within the fjord also stands one of Norway's oldest surviving churches, Aurlandsfjord Church. Built during the 12th century, this UNESCO World Heritage Site represents one of the finest examples of traditional Scandinavian wooden architecture. Intricate Viking carvings decorate its ancient walls, preserving a remarkable piece of Norway's cultural history. Whether viewed from the water below or from the surrounding mountain roads above, Sognefjord never seems to end. Our journey now continues into the magnificent Aurlandsfjord. While smaller than its famous neighbor, many travelers believe this remarkable fjord offers an even more intimate experience. Towering mountains rise almost vertically from calm emerald water. Tiny villages rest quietly along the shoreline, and waterfalls descend from cliffs that seem to touch the clouds. At the very end of Aurlandsfjord lies one of Norway's most famous villages, Flåm. Despite its small size, this peaceful settlement welcomes hundreds of thousands of visitors every year. Surrounded by towering mountains, waterfalls, and crystal-clear rivers, Flåm serves as the gateway to one of the country's greatest railway journeys. Traditional wooden houses line the waterfront, while cruise ships quietly arrive beneath the dramatic cliffs surrounding the valley. It is a place where modern tourism and untouched nature exist together in remarkable harmony. Departing from the village is one of the world's most spectacular train journeys, the Flåm Railway. Covering just 20 kilometers, this remarkable railway climbs from sea level to more than 800 meters through one of Norway's steepest mountain valleys. One unforgettable stop allows passengers to step outside and witness the magnificent beauty. The Flåm Railway is widely considered one of the greatest scenic train rides anywhere on Earth. High above Aurlandsfjord stands one of Norway's most extraordinary viewing platforms, Stegerstien. Extending 30 meters out from the mountainside, the platform appears to float in mid-air. With no visible support beneath its outer edge, visitors experience the thrilling sensation of standing hundreds of meters above the fjord below. Our journey now continues into the magnificent mountains of Norway. Trolltunga, perched nearly 700 meters above the crystal-clear waters of Ringedalsvatnet Lake, stands one of the world's most extraordinary rock formations, Trolltunga, better known as the Troll's Tongue. This narrow rock ledge stretches dramatically out from the mountainside, appearing to float high above the valley below. Standing on the edge of Trolltunga feels almost surreal. Rising 604 meters above the magnificent Lysefjord stands another of Norway's greatest natural landmarks, Preikestolen, known internationally as Pulpit Rock. Unlike the narrow ledge of Trolltunga, Preikestolen forms a massive flat plateau overlooking the fjord below. The view is breathtaking. Few places challenge human courage quite like Geirangerfjord. High above Lysefjord, a gigantic boulder remains perfectly wedged between two towering cliffs. Suspended almost 1,000 meters above the fjord below, its position seems almost impossible. Among Norway's countless waterfalls, one stands above the rest, Geirangerfjord. Plunging 182 meters into the dramatic Mobodalen Valley, it is one of the country's most powerful waterfalls. Modern viewing platforms and elegant suspension bridges now allow visitors to experience the waterfall from multiple breathtaking angles. Flowing side by side down a steep mountainside, Lofoten is unlike any other waterfall in Norway. Rather than a single cascade, two separate waterfalls descend independently before joining together beneath the historic stone bridge, crossing directly in front of them. As visitors drive along the scenic highway, the waterfall appears almost without warning. Our journey now continues into the beautiful cities and remarkable way of life that make Norway one of the world's most desirable countries to call home. Our journey begins in Norway's capital, Oslo. Surrounded by forests and the beautiful Oslofjord, the city combines modern architecture with remarkable natural beauty. Glass skyscrapers rise beside historic buildings, while parks and waterfront promenades stretch throughout the city. Despite being Norway's largest urban centre, nearly two-thirds of Oslo is covered by protected forests and green spaces. Residents can enjoy world-class museums in the morning. Few capital cities offer such an extraordinary balance between urban living and nature. On Norway's western coast lies one of Scandinavia's most beautiful cities, Bergen. Known as the gateway to the fjords, Bergen is surrounded by 7 mountains and countless waterways. Its colorful Briggen waterfront has stood proudly for centuries and is now recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Every year, Bergen serves as the starting point for thousands of travelers exploring Norway's magnificent fjords. Further north stands one of Europe's most elegant coastal cities, Ålesund. Unlike most Norwegian cities, Ålesund is famous for its remarkable Art Nouveau architecture. Following a devastating fire in 1904, nearly the entire city was rebuilt in one unified architectural style. From the Axla viewpoint, visitors can admire panoramic views across the city, nearby islands, and the endless Norwegian Sea. Far above the Arctic Circle lies Tromsø, often called the gateway to the Arctic. Despite its northern location, Tromsø is a vibrant modern city filled with universities, restaurants, museums, and cultural festivals. It is also considered one of the world's greatest places to witness the Northern Lights. Founded more than 1,000 years ago, Trondheim is one of Norway's oldest cities. Today, it combines centuries of history with modern innovation. The magnificent Nidaros Cathedral dominates the skyline, while colorful wooden warehouses continue lining the peaceful Nidelva River. Towering fjords, ancient glaciers, Arctic islands, majestic mountains, colorful coastal villages, and skies illuminated by the northern lights. Norway is far more than simply one of the world's most beautiful countries. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable adventure through one of the happiest and most breathtaking countries on Earth. And if you enjoyed exploring the hidden wonders of Norway with us, don't forget to subscribe for more cinematic 4K documentaries as we continue discovering the world's most extraordinary places.